So Isabel has a question, or there's two parts. One is, what is your DNM spiel? What is the introductory education you give to a person who's never heard of DNM?
Good question. Okay, excuse me for just 1 second. I got to go get something. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I'm back again. Okay, so I used to have this picture hanging up in my clinic. I don't know if you can see it. It's the nerve guy, basically just a nerve guy. I had this poster up in my clinic. It was the only one I had, and so I would, after people told me their story, I would point to I'd ask them if they were interested in knowing anything about their nervous system, because that's where their pain was coming from. And usually they would be interested in that. So I would then direct their attention to this poster and say, okay, here's the, and so the DNM spiel takes 5 minutes. Okay. You have, your nervous system is this tiny little thing inside your body. It's only 2% of your whole body, but it uses 25% of all your oxygen and glucose. It has to have fuel or it gets really cranky. Just like anybody else who's hungry, you got to give it food and then it's happy again. And where it gets its food is from its blood supply. So you have to make sure that all parts of it can have access to glucose and oxygen. So there are 45 miles of, in Canada we call them kilometers, so 72 kilometers of nerve in the body, and every single part of that 72 kilometers has to have oxygen and glucose in order to be happy. It sounds to me like you might have a crabby nerve somewhere going on, and we might need to help feed it. If we can feed it, it will not only feed itself, but it will also clean itself up, because it's probably got metabolites sitting around on top of it bothering it. So let's see if we can just figure out a way to help that nerve breathe better and feed itself and clean itself up. It won't take long because the blood flows constant in your body as long as you got a heartbeat. So I would propose that we do that and see if it helps. Are you willing to try that? So that's the DNM spiel right there. That's pretty much it.
Ta-da!
The big trick here is like the factoid that the brain, even with a great big brain, and we've got brains that are 3 times bigger than our nearest cousins, the chimpanzees. Okay, even though we got this great big human brain, and it's actually 5 times bigger than it needs to be to run critters our size. And it's constantly sucking all the oxygen and glucose from everywhere. Even though we've got that great big organ and we've got this 72 kilometers of nerves that all have to be fed in a spinal cord in the middle, connecting everything together, even so, it's only 2% of your whole body. How about that? You know, like it's tiny, but it's so demanding and needy. Very demanding, very needy. We have to give it what it needs or it's going to drive us nuts. Does that make sense?